So, anyone in for more racing? Good, I thought not. So, here we go again. Back with some more GTS action. This time it is from Brazil. And this week we've got 14 racing this week. It's only just level with ACC PlayStation last night. Oh dear, I jinxed that. Max has left the room. Oof. Someone needs to pay his internet bill. Quite clearly. So anyways, let's watch Kimmy for a spell in the Merc. He's heading up towards Ferradura. And there's an interesting driver who's returned to OFR this week actually, and I wasn't expecting him to. Is now Kimmy is exiting Yunchao. He's heading up towards start finish line now. Expecting this to be a 29, and it is a 29. Early 29. Doc's next. He's made a mistake, so Sissy has as well. Broomer early doors. He's a 30.2 early on. Joe, what's the 32's aim early on? Crotch Rocket next. There. VR's in the 31s, Ghost in the 32s, so is Robot. Now we've got AJ, let's see what he does here. Straight to the top, 29.3. I've got a funny feeling he might be capable of better. That also, so the interesting new guy to return is, of course, Broomer. There he is. He's he is back. The runner-up I seem to remember from season 1 of OFR. He's went and won different leagues and GTS. Very, very quick driver. Could be an interesting battle between him, Kimmy and AJ. Kimmy goes fastest, 29.2. Okay, so we could be in for a bit of a battle royal this week. As Bruma improves his time now as well. Into the 29s he goes. Where's VR pulled that from? That's mighty, mighty impressive from the Belgian. By the way, Belgian, is how you doing in the European Championships? Oh no, that's right, because football is coming home. Oh no. So Max has had problems with his electricity quite clearly. Or lack thereof. No speeding for him in the pit lane today. Yes, hello Mick, you ginger person. I would call you something stronger, but of course, I am YouTubing. Kimmy goes slightly quicker as well now, so let's see what AJ can pull as he goes up through the technical part of the circuit. Interlagos in English, by the way, it means in between the lakes, because there is a lake right in the middle of the track there. Yep, he's slightly slower on this lap is AJ. Smalley improves his time. Let's see how AJ does. He's heading towards the line. It's a 29. Oh, it's slightly quicker. 29.1. Oh, it is. Kimmy's not on a faster lap. See what Bruma's up to. He is heading up towards Megullo. Slightly quicker on this lap, but it's not a whole lot quicker. Although interestingly, there's 6 tenths in between top four, and yet there's, well, it was 6 tenths. So he's actually failed to improve on this lap. That's interesting. That is interesting. What I note is Bruma can't take as much curb there as Aji person. Oh, Sissy 7th have got another new guy, Power. I don't know what sort of power he has, but apparently there's power. More power than Max has in his house right now. Badass in 8th. I'm just going to call him Mr. Bad. Smalley in 9th. Heading down to Desira do Lago, sliding the car there majestically. There's Joe in 10th. Robot in 11th. There's Ghost, and there's Mr. Rocket. Let's see, how's Kimmy getting on? Slightly down. So let's see what happens now. Can possibly take more curb than that actually in that corner. Yep, he's down, he's not improving. AJ's definitely not improving. Bruma's nipped up into 3rd, so what's he like now at this stage. He's a quarter of a second down. Not likely to improve. How's VR looking? Nope, he's down as well. He improves, so he doesn't quite get any improvement out of his time. I think that's just about that. Mr. Rocket does not improve his time. But there we go. Right, let's get ready for some racing action. So here we go, just waiting for the 5 red lights, and we are now off and racing. Oh, look at that, there's an almighty cluster into the centre S as AJ and Kimmy are side by side, and they're still side by side heading through turn 3. I'd love to be able to watch on board, but I can't at this stage, so let's see now, heading through to Cedar del Lago. Kimmy, he slides out wide, that's giving AJ all the room that he needs, and he gets ahead. Doc's made a hell of a start, he's up to 3rd. Not a bad start there from the American. There's Sissy there in 4th, he's also made a good start. VR's went backwards, Powers went backwards, no, Powers went forwards. Broomhouse went massively backwards, a bit side by side there with Robot and an Aston. As Joe, a Canadian, presumably a weird accent, he's trying to shove his way past. It ain't gonna happen. Now they're going to go side by side down the pit straight. I'm just going to quickly fix this. There we go. Before you know it, you've missed nothing. And they're still side by side. Watching from Ghost now, going the centre S's. And Badass stays ahead for the time being. Smalley and Mr. Rocket there. Down towards Cedar del Lago. Smalley getting very, very sideways out the Corvette rally car there, really making no sense whatsoever. AJ is not breaking away out front. He's got Co-op in second. And then Kimmy 3rd. Sissy now up to 4th. Now we've got Broomer and Power side by side. And you've got VR for company. Oh go. Bruma's got a massive penalty here. Has he got past? Oh! Not quite. Power holds on, and I tell you what, VR's having a sniff around as well. Let's go on board with him. Oh, there he goes, and Bruma has sailed past. And VR gets through as well. There's Sissy in fourth, still hanging on to the front three. Corp has now been overtaken by Kimi. So at least I suspect Kimi and AJ possibly had a little bit of a kiss and a cuddle. But they're back in situ now. Tell you what, AJ ain't pulling away here. Kimi is doing a fine job here of hanging on to the coattails of AJ. (31.2) versus, oh, I tell you what, slightly quicker on that lap. So you just need to attack the CNRSs. AJ does better at that than possibly a lot of other people do so far. So, Doc is still hanging on to the top three, still there in third. And now the battle is on for fourth between Sissy and Bruma. See how Bruma goes about it as he's trying to looking all over the show. Actually, Sissy, I've forgotten, he's actually on the medium tyres. So actually, to be fourth, he's done that's a mighty job. But now he goes to the inside line. Bruma, I'm expecting to get the job done. Sails a little bit wide, and it's still side by side. Little rubbing, but nothing too severe. And it's still side by side. He's going to have a look round the outside of Desira Delago. Oh, look at this! Little bit of rubbing. Now, has he got past? Yes. Well, it's a fair point, Mick. I actually forgot about that. So you say I'm the commentator on D2. If anyone's bright enough, they'll report it after the race. We'll see. Doc isn't letting go of these two. He's still there. Keeping them pretty honest. Kimi is also keeping Doc very, very honest. Sorry, Kimi's keeping AJ very, very honest. Apologies. Got that wrong. So let's watch. Can... Look at... Can Kimi carry on closing the gap to AJ? Looks to be the quicker car at this stage. I think this is definitely not a Datsun type track. But all the pressure is now on. Is now on AJ to try and maintain his lead. Tyre usage is about the same, fuel usage is about the same as well. That's interesting. Heading now down start first straight. Is Kimi closing? He's closing. Let's go on board with him for a spell just to watch him. At work. Caught there, so back to the battle at the front. This is... I should probably keep an eye on other cars, but for now this battle is starting to get close. For now, Coop's still third, Bruma is still fourth and unable to shake off VR. Look at this little battle pack. 2 Mercedes, an Aston and a Corvette. As power goes wide. No, oh no! All the consequence of getting on that little curb on the exit of 4. And now it's oh, this is getting very messy, boys. You might want to chill your beans a little bit here. There's more contact here than you're allowed at COVID. Let's watch now. Robot is getting down the inside. Ghost is into 6th and clear. Now look at these two. Ghost Power's getting very nudgy. He's off in the pit lane. Co-op's in. It's yeah, it's definitely different, Mick. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very, very. I've seen cleaner underkicks from you, Mick. If I'm being very, very honest. So now that's sort of half settled itself out. Let's revisit the battle at the front. So Kimi is still just hanging on from AJ. I'm guessing that there were 1. AJ has a little bit less fuel and definitely worse tyres. That's a fact. So they're definitely trying to plan the one stop. Me feels. They're just feeling the need to become a little bit defensive here. And you can tell Kimi is closing all the time. What's happened to Bruma? Oh, strange. Never mind. There's VR in 4th. There's Ghost in 5th, followed by Robot. There's a slide there from Sissy. Smalley has worked his way up to 8th. What's happened? Oh, it's Crotchet Rocket. There's Co-op, there's Power. There's Badass, and there's Joe. Still going, mind you. So now, back to this battle at the front. Let's follow Kimmy as he goes through Megullo. Got the feeling he might just be content to hold on for now. So he's short shifting. He's short shifting. They're both carrying on as well. Let's see, it's side by side. Heading to center S's. And AJ holds on. VR and Bruma are in the pit lane. Kiwi is looking for a way past. Can he get past this time? No. Oh no! Oh no, there's an accident there between AJ and Kimmy, but Kimmy has waited. And do you know what? I don't care what any of you lot say. Fair play to Kimmy there. He realised he'd done wrong and gave the place straight back to AJ, so that has to be applauded and that has to count for something as far as I'm concerned. So, yes, it was unfortunate they had a bit of a contretemps, but fair play to them for... Fair play to Kimmy for holding back. Mate, it was a genuine accident there between them. Kimmy straight away slowed down and gave the place back, therefore I see no issues, no problem, off you go again. There's certain drivers I feel, when I've seen them this race, have been, how can I put it, not very contact free, let's say. Talking of contact free, Robot and Badass resume their loving, kinda. Heading down towards the center S's. Oh, look at this! That was very, very close on the bounds of what is acceptable. Not all over, Mick. Accidents happen in whatever division. D1, D2, whatever. I get that. However, there are certain drivers who have been nudgy so far and not given the place back. So as far as I'm concerned, Kimmy gave the place back, so for me straight away that's case closed. Next, move on. As actually talking of, Kimmy and AJ are in the pit lane. Can he get out ahead, I wonder? And Smalley in as well. Kimmy's out ahead. And meanwhile, we have Doc Coop out in the lead. The American in the lead? Who would have ever thought it? Got VR in second, we've got Bruber in third. Now we've got Kimi in fourth and AJ behind him. There are, of course, many a person who don't like the fact that I talk honest and straight and frank. Like that race in Spain last season where someone took exception to me saying it as it is. I will say it as it is, and so far what I've seen is there are certain drivers who need to brush up on their racing techniques. Instead of treating everything like dodgem cars. Which so far has been the case, may I add. Now we've got VR past Co-op for the lead. So the Belgian is now in the lead ahead of Co-op and ahead of VR. Sorry, not ahead of VR, ahead of Brumer. There's Kimi rapidly closing up to the front three and fourth. Does need to get on with this a little bit because obviously AJ's there in fifth. VR fastest lap 30.6. That's interesting. Kimi's already attached himself to the rear of the top three. First person he needs to look at passing is Brumer. See, Co-op is going super defensive. Oh, Kimi can't get into that gap, surely. As Brumer has just made an outside of overtake work into the centre S's. Brilliant move. Now for Kimi, what can he do? Oh, Brumer's off! Oh no! That could have easily taken Kimi out there. It's rejoined, so it suggests a connection issue. So now Kimi against Co-op. Necessarily Co-op's race. And the centre S's, but Co-op is hanging on. It's hanging on here nicely. Kimi looking to go down the inside of Desida Delago, and he has made it stick. Nice job. AJ's made his way past Brumer. Robot up to 6th. There's Sissy up to 7th. He looks like he's lost out on places actually. We're there at rate, then we've got Ghost. Badass and Power in the pit lane. So there's Broomer, he's in 5th right now. AJ's got his way past, he's up to 4th. Co-op now up to 3rd, so now Kimmy is in 2nd spot, I believe. They are still out in front as Co-op and Broomer now visit the pit lane for a 2nd time. And I have a funny feeling Broomer might be jumping some places here. Doesn't need to take on as much fuel as Co-op. Just keep an eye on this. Yep, and he's gone. And there he goes, he's clear. It's a comfortable 5th place now for Broomer. Sissy's still attacking in 4th, but he does need to stop this time. The Corvette's ability on fuel again, really staggering. There's AJ up to 3rd. Give me 2nd, so there's VR. He's still out in front and he's staying out front as well. This is a pit stop for Joe, he's busy refueling. He's out again, no problems. VR still leading the pack right now. There's Kimmy, he's 2nd still, he's about 3 or so seconds ahead of AJ. There he goes, so now we've got Broomer up to 4th because Sissy's now in the pit lane. Co-op following behind him 5th. Smalley taking advantage of Pitters, he's up to 6th. And a good effort from Smalley. Smalley yesterday in the ACC PlayStation race, he finished on the podium. He finished 3rd, and a very strong 3rd it was as well. Wasn't on luck or anything, it was all on merit. As I say, that Ghost works his way past, but I don't think Smalley was fighting too hard there. VR's are now in. So I put Kimmy and AJ back out in front. Kimmy's got a 5-second gap now over AJ. That's impressive. So VR comes out in the pit lane. He has managed to stay in 3rd ahead of Broomer, but Broomer has just set the fastest lap of the race so far, 30.4. Co-op in 5th, there's Ghost in 6th, now we've got Smalley and Robot at play. Everyone loved to see Mike and Elliot at play. Look at this, side by side. Can Robot make the move stick? Yes, he can. Excellent stuff there from Robot. Sissy's made his way ahead of Robot, who's now going to have Badass behind him. Smalley getting the car very tail happy there out of Yun Chow. And it's just allowing Badass a chance to sniff all over Smalley's rear end. Oh, I tell you what. Talk about forcing a gap that wasn't there. So now Kimmy's got, what, 4.5 seconds? He can manage the car and the gap from there. AJ is just, it's not his day today. So far in this race, it's going to be another points reduction of his championship lead. And actually just makes it, he makes his quickest lap for quite a while. But he's got 3 laps to try and make up just under 4 seconds. That's gonna be tough. Not gonna lie to you. VR now third. He's got Brumer closing up on him. Can he close up by the final lap of the race? I don't know, let's see. Let's through to see Delago there. Co-op in 5th, there he goes. Ghost in 6th. Robot has now got Sissy behind him. For company. Heading now down to Desida Delago. And right now, he ain't getting close enough. This Sissy. Okay, so now we'll battle for 3rd. Just to give that a little bit of focus. 32.8. Wow, look at that. Now VR is a sitting duck. For Rumour, but yet he's still holding on. Still holding on. Let's watch them go. Bruma is getting very, he's very much trying to go, look, get out of my way. I won't pass, but VR so far is holding on. As they head out now through Yun Chow. Oh, sorry, through Magulo and into Yun Chow. As Kimi and AJ have started the final lap, Kimi has managed everything quite nicely. In fact, he's running out of fuel slightly, so is AJ now, actually, as it happens. Back to the battle for third. VR's going super defensive. He's just allowed the door to be opened by VR, but they're actually, this is very good driving from the pair of them. They're battling and they're battling hard, but there hasn't been really a scrap of contact. This has been very, very clean racing. Bruma is now getting down the inside, he's now passed. They are sliding wide, but now that's Bruma up into the podium places, and a very, very good job as well from Bruma to recover. To there, VR has just run out of grip, I feel. Now, if he's not careful, he could have co-op to keep him company towards the end. As Sissy and Badass now battle over 8th. As Kimi now goes across the line and will win. Brilliant effort there from Kimi, well done. AJ finishes second. Penalty, I don't know what you mean. Mick. As now Bruma gets through to recover to third. Good job. VR 4th. Quat will finish 5th now. There he goes. Next across the line will be Patrick Swayze. Sorry, Ghost. Now heading across the line for 6th. Good job, sir. Robot finishes 7th. Badass finishes 8th. Sissy will finish 9th. Might have just run out of fuel on the line there because Smalley got very, very close. Empower is going to be the last guy across the line in 11th. Joe has already finished his race. There he goes. No one said penalty if you were Swiss. So there we go. That was the main race, the feature race. Soon will be the sprint race. I will be back in about 5 minutes' time. So we're just waiting for the sprint race to start. So we're just waiting for people to enter, and then so hopefully people now need to enter, ready for sprint race to start. There we go, everyone's entered. Now he's done that, everyone's going to have to... No, everyone has. They've got it sorted. Pegged. Nope, he's setting by host now. No one's entered or exited the lobby, so it would have just been quicker to do it by previous race results. But of course he is American, and Americans do things their own way. There we go. Eventually we might just get there. Come on, we should be ready. Come on. So I'm just looking out of interest in the Drivers' Championship before today's race. The gap between AJ and Kimi was 9 points. Now I believe that will go down by another 4 points. So that'll make AJ 272, and that'll put Kimi on to 267. So there's only 5 points separating them. Kimi is starting to give AJ a run for his money. Yes, here we go. Here we go. So here we go for the rolling start. So we've got Joe on pole because he started last and he finished last in the first race. Here we go. We're off and racing. Well, it's going to be a little bit less of a lively start heading into the centre S's, but Joe's going to have the lead early on. They've got Smalley and Sissy third and fourth. There we go. Badass is there with Robot, Ghost, Co-op, VR, Rumour AJ, and there's Kimi. So the orders remain largely the same early on. So Joe is keeping the lead early doors. Smalley's defending third here from Sissy in fourth. There's Badass, there's Robot. Robot there's starting to get a little bit antsy behind Badass again. co-op there, 7th. VR. Rumor AJ is there. Kimmy is now ahead of Ghost. AJ is trying to get past Broomer. Broomer will not be making things easy for the championship leader. Heading down now into Cedar de Largo. Look at this, it's still side by side. Kimmy just has to be patient. Look at them. Look at them. Absolutely no quarter given. As now Kimmy is having a look. Try and get past AJ. Ghost is trying to be careful not to hit him. Failed in that particular task, I must be honest. VR is where? He's up to 8th. There he is. Now Broomer's having a look down the inside of VR. The second part of the centre S's. VR, of course, now trying to get past his old teammate here, Dr. Robot. Elliot, to give him his proper title. VR's run wide coming out of Cedar de Largo. And now look at this. It's virtually 3 abreast here. AJ gets past Broomer. VR has lost 3 places in next to no time. So now let's watch. See if Boomer can make the move back. There's VR. Kiwi is just going to have to really be patient here. Nope, the king of the undercut is in. As now Joe gets passed by Power. Power's now up into the lead. Smalley there in 3rd spot. As now Smalley gets his way into the lead because Power's made a mistake somewhere. Oh, good lord, this is a really, really powerful combination. Where's AJ come from? AJ's come from nowhere to be 3rd. Goodness me. At least now Kimmy can sort of look after his own interests. As AJ is trying to find his way past, he's done it. AJ has made his way to the lead. Now Smalley and Sissy are side by side. AJ's dropped back. He might gain an advantage from overtaking, so he's dropped the plate. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Got 8 drivers. All within the space of 1.5 seconds between each other. It is... Oh no! Oh no! Eventually something like that was going to happen. Oh, that was just a blur of cars and colours and everything just going wrong, and oh dear me. AJ needed to get to the lead because, well, Kimi is where? Kimi is 10th right now. Trying to make hay whilst the sun shines. Sissy's left the room. As Co-op Robot, Smalley and Ghost all come in. That was all a colour of different sorts. As now AJ gets the lead, he's now 3 seconds ahead of VR. There's Badass, he's up to 3rd now. Power is up to 4th. Kimi is now up to 5th. And flying. Kimi could yet again be the king of the sprint races here. Let's see. So let's go to AJ at the front. Is he going to come in this time? Let's have a gander. Is he keeping left? He's keeping left. And he's staying out. Interesting. VR staying out, as is Badass. Oof. Where did AJ pull that from? 30.3. Wow. AJ knows that this is an important phase of the race for him. Set to 30.3. They're virtually identical in times, Kimi and AJ. Kimi now is up to 4th. Broomer is up to 5th. There he is. He's got Robot behind him for company. Robot, of course, is pitted, so is Ghost. You kind of feel like Smalley's been shuffled out of all this. Too many people for me thinking they can win this on the first lap. Or the second or the third, not the last. And really, really need to improve their driving standards. Because eventually it'll all come together and it'll all become disaster, as AJ now heads in from the lead, as does VR and Badass. So where's Kimi? Kimi is... Oh, he's going to be well clear here. AJ's only just changing tyres and refueling. He is going to be well clear. There he goes. There goes Kimi. He's already into turn 3. Where's VR going to come out? VR's going to come out third. So he's made that work as well. But AJ's got 6 seconds to make up on Kimi. Well, again, Kimi has... Why aren't other people... I heard... Oh, dear me. I heard many people talking about the Kimi undercut before the start of the race. Did they take notice? No. Smalley. Something's happened to Smalley. See if I can find out. I get the funny feeling that there may have been another incident and there may have just been one incident too far for Smalley, which I can perfectly understand. Oh, AJ is closing quite quickly. VR's going to have the attentions of Bruma very shortly. Yeah, Smalley is not very happy with the way a lot of people are driving, and I dare say I actually agree with him. A lot of people in this race have been, and in the previous race as well. I'm not naming names. It wouldn't be fair for me to do so. But there are a lot of people who have been, quite frankly, a joke this race and the previous race with the way they're driving. And I think they need to sort their etiquette out. And I might get in a lot of trouble for this, but at this stage in time, if we don't do something to sort this stuff out, then we're going to lose a lot of good drivers from OFR. Lose a lot of good drivers from OFR, and that really shouldn't happen. But we need for the league management and the league admin to actually go, what is going on here? We need to clean the racing up pretty sharpish. Otherwise people will leave. No two ways about it. And like I said, if I get into trouble, so be it. But I'm watching this race here to be honest. And that is my honest opinion. Is from a lot of people's driving standards today, complete and utter disgrace. And especially the start of this race early on, where Co-op was shoved off. I agree, Mick. I agree. It was very nudgy in the first race, but the second race was even worse. It was even worse. And I can see now a lot of people going to play other other games, and a lot of people have already moved over to start playing more ACC. Next race Saturday night, by the way. For us PlayStation lot. There are a lot of people who have went to play on ACC, seen the light, and a lot of people who are playing this now. It's more like a daily race in Gran Turismo. And a lot of people are driving like it is a daily race. And just going, oh, there's a corner, oh, there's somebody there, off you go. Next thing you know, they're in the scenery. But anyways, that's me off my soapbox for the time being. Other people will have their opinion, so be it. And again, like I said, if people think I'm wrong, so be it. But I have my opinion, and I'm absolutely entitled to it. As are everybody out there. But I don't think I'm wrong this occasion. Meanwhile, final lap. We've got AJ and Kimi getting very, very close. Kimi's tyres are shot, but he was on. He's been on his tyres 4 laps longer. This is going to be very, very, very close across the line. Hold your breath, boys and girls. I think Kimi's... Has he got enough? I think he just about has. As he is getting closer all the time, but it's not going to be close enough. Kimi's going to win again. From AJ, less than a tenth separating them, so good job from Kimi. Another deserved victory for Kimi. Made that work. VR finishes 3rd. Bruma gets 4th. Badass finishes 5th, and you've got Ghost, Robot, Co-op 6th, 7th, 8th. Power's going to be across the line 9th. And then there's going to be... And then it's going to be Joe across the line for 10th. Just waiting for him to come across the line now. There he goes. That's 10th. So Kimi again getting 2 victories, and well deserved victories as well. So that's it from this race. Hopefully next week's will be better. It has to be. Otherwise we will lose drivers. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.